Hey there, Ramon Osu with you here, and normally we're out on the tennis court, but today I got a great question from a guy named Poida Smith. And Poida, I hope I pronounce your name right. And Poida asks, if the ball is only on the strings for 4/1000ths of a second, how do you time and use or manipulate your wrist to control direction, speed, spin, height, and depth? A lot of coaches claim the wrist is not used in the way you suggest, and that they hit well out in front, facing the net before contact, not facing a 45-degree angle with their body or arm. So Poida, first of all, that is a great question, and I really appreciate your passion for the details in the stroke. And it's something that, even though I look like I'm always having fun and games out here on the court with some shenanigans, that I take very seriously. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out on the court, and actually we're gonna look in the computer here, and we're gonna look at some video of Federer, Djokovic, Nadal, and Murray, and let's just take a look on their forehand and see if we can notice what's happening. If you're not familiar with my videos, I talk about the 45-degree angle in just about every technical video I make because, in my opinion, it's the ideal contact point. For example, if you're hitting a forehand, you want your hips lined up on one 45-degree angle, and as you rotate into the shot, you want your arm at the other 45-degree angle at contact. In my experience, this is where you get the most power with the least effort, and this is also where you have the most control. I can't take full credit for this idea because I learned this from a guy named Jack Brody, who has done a ton of hardcore scientific research on this, and a guy named Scott Williams in his book Serious Tennis. These guys have done the hardcore math and physics, and you may or may not care about that, so let's just go to the tape here and have a look at some footage to see that this 45-degree angle thing is totally true. All right, first up is Federer, and let's just watch here from the front view, and you can see the baseline right around his feet. And as we get to contact here, let's just look at his arm. Looks to be going right down that 45-degree angle. All right, well, maybe that just happened once, Ramon. Okay, well, let's look at it from the rear. And as we approach contact, once again, look at his arm, and by golly, he's right on that 45-degree angle again. All right, Ramon, Federer is the best ever maybe, and besides, I'm more of a Djokovic fan. Well, all right, let's look at the Joker. And as we approach contact once again, guess where he's making contact? That's right, the 45-degree angle to the net. Amazing. All right, what about Murray? I mean, the guy won Wimbledon after all. Surely he must know the same thing that Fed and Joker know, right? Well, right, here we go. Contact right on the 45. Good day, mate. I guess that's probably Australian and not English. Anyway, and finally, here's Rafa. Another big forehand, and let's hear it for those capris that he wore back in the day, huh? I'm thinking of getting some of these and wearing them on the next lesson. What do you think? So, okay, let's just look at his forehand instead, and you'll see as we get to contact, bam, right on that 45 again. Here it is from another angle. And another solid contact right here at the 45-degree angle. So Poida, to answer your first question, how do you use your wrist to control the spin, the height, the depth, and the direction of the shot? Well, the answer is timing. Specifically, it's coordinating the location of your body with relation to the ball with the proper movements in the stroke, and timing it so that everything unfolds as the ball reaches the racket with your arm on the 45-degree angle. Now, what the racket face is doing as it approaches the ball, such as is it going low to high? Is it going high to low? Is the racket face open? Is it closed? Did you hit the center of the racket with the ball? All of these things are going to dictate what the ball does as it leaves the string bed. And clearly, if your arm is on the 45-degree angle every time, the only way to change the direction of the racket face and ultimately where the ball is going to go is with a slight changing of the wrist. Now, do the pros do this every time? No, absolutely not. Nobody's perfect. But I would argue that the very best players are there a lot more often than they're not. So there you have it. Make contact at the 45-degree angle, and if you ever have trouble staying on the 45, go ahead and tell your opponent to take 2 immediately and say that you were distracted by that cat with the bunny hat on. Thanks so much for watching this video. I had a great time making it for you, as I enjoy making every video for you. Thank you, Poita, for the great question. And if you'd like Federer's 5 forehand secrets along with the 45 that allows him to hit with effortless power, complete control, and amazing consistency, there's a link somewhere on here that you can click on that'll take you to my website, and you can enter your name and email address, and I'll send that to you right away. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.